What's up, guys? It's Dano. Welcome back to Team Fortress 2. My last recording, I showed you the scout and a bunch of different tips and tricks on how to use him effectively. Now I'm going to be showing you the soldier. Let me go back to the default weapons here for a second. So this is the soldier. He's pretty slow in terms of movement speed, but he's got a rocket launcher, which is pretty good. The rocket launcher has, I believe, a 4 rocket clip, and the rockets they move pretty fast. I mean, they're decent in terms of speed. When they explode, they do cause splash damage, which means that you don't have to directly hit your enemy with the rocket to hit them. The explosion does damage as well. And then there's a trick that a lot of people use. Well, it's not really a trick, more as like just a a skill that you can do or something. But it's called rocket jumping. Pretty much, you aim your rocket at the ground right below you, just straight down, and you jump and you shoot the rocket at the same time, and that'll cause you to go flying. Yes, you do take some damage, but it's not really a significant amount unless you mess up. So a lot of people do use it, and it is a very useful technique. His second weapon is a shotgun. Not really much to say about it. It's pretty basic. And then the shovel. The shovel is just a melee weapon, nothing special about that either. Again, as with the scout, every weapon can be replaced with something else. It's just a matter of unlocking them, which can be done randomly throughout the game. But if you have, I believe, a premium account as opposed to free to play, they appear more often and you get more inventory space. So I'm going to go in-game and show you a little bit about the soldier. So this is the soldier. He moves relatively slowly. I'd be able to tell you how much his max health is if this medic wasn't stuck to me like glue. But as you can see, he fires the rockets. They do a decent amount of damage. If you can use them right, they're pretty deadly. Especially against these scouts who don't really have a lot of health to begin with. The splash damage is pretty big, at least on the basic rocket launcher. It's really not, as long as you're aiming in the target's general area, it's kind of hard to miss them. You'd at least do a little bit of like splash damage or something. But what's happening right now is called an Uber charge. When I do a video on the medic, I'll go more into that. If you want the basics on what that is, just check out my my beginner starters guide video, and I go over that briefly. But anyway, his second weapon is the shotgun. Pretty basic gun. It's not deadly or anything. It's good if you're out of rockets, but that's pretty much about it. I'm probably gonna die. Yeah. And the soldier's shovel, it's basic melee weapon. I mean, there's the primary weapon, which in the soldier's case is the rocket launcher. That's really the only thing that's gonna be of any significance in terms of default weapons. But I mean, I guess it does some decent damage. It's pretty fast, I guess. I mean, I think the spy's knife is the fastest melee weapon. But the one thing you want to be aware of when playing as the soldier is the rocket launcher's reload time. See, that's a pretty long time to reload. But the soldier's rockets are especially good against engineer buildings. So, see, like, you saw, even with the engineer, trying to heal it, it took like 4 shots for me to completely destroy it. So, if you see a sentry in a hard to kill spot, you can get at it with a rocket launcher from a distance, from a distance. It's really not that hard. So, some of the replacement weapons for the soldier's arsenal, for the rocket launcher, there's a few. I'm only going to go over, my personal preference, and you can find your own. I'm sorry, but, I don't have the time to go over every single weapon here. This is a Liberty launcher. This is my personal favorite. It shoots the rockets 40% faster, but there's 1 less rocket in the clip. I find that a perfectly fine trade-off. I'd rather have faster rockets than anything else, personally. There is the direct hit, which shoots them a little faster, but I like this more. The shotgun can be substitute for the reserve shooter, the gunboats, which give you immunity, or not really immunity, but resistance to rocket jump damage. And then you got weapons like the buff banner and the conjurer. I think there's another weapon like that too, but I can't recall the name or what it does. But the buff banner, there's a meter at the bottom right of your screen next to your ammo, like the scout, and as you do damage, the meter fills up. When the meter is filled, you can activate the buff banner whenever you want, and when you do, you and anyone around you do, I believe, 1.5 times damage. So, if you need a little boost or an extra push, there you go. His substitute for the shovel, there's the Market Gardener, the Equalizer, the Escape Plan, Samurai Sword, the Half Satoichi, and the Pain Train. My personal favorite is this one, the Escape Plan. For those of you that don't know, the Equalizer and the Escape Plan used to be the same item. Their effects used to be the same item and everything. And it used to be called the Equalizer, but I guess as a balancing act, they split it into two weapons. The Equalizer, damage increases as the user becomes injured, but the user can't heal. And the Escape Plan, movement speed increases as the user becomes injured, but you can't heal. I personally like the Escape Plan because, if you ever find yourself in a bad situation, you can always try and run from it. So here's the Liberty Launcher. It shoots the rockets pretty fast, and you're only sacrificing one rocket in your clip, which to me just means a shorter reload time because it's kind of hard to miss with these anyway.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Oh, shiza. Damn it. Okay, trying to keep it PG-13 here. If you look in the lower right of my screen next to my ammo, you see a rage meter. That's for the buff banner. You see, as I do damage, the meter slightly increases, and when it's full, you can do 1.5 damage to all of your enemies. Okay, as you can see, my rage meter is filled. It's flashing red. That means it's ready to use. You just whip out your trumpet, give it a little, I guess, blow, and then you and everyone around you will have glowing weapons. That means that you are under the effects of the buff banner, and damage that you do will be 1.5 times normal. But that's only until the meter runs out, in which case you have to do more damage to fill it back up. Now, one thing a lot of people do for, one reason or another, is they purposely damage themselves to have low health. Usually around the 20s, as close to 25 as possible is optimal. And then, whether they're using the Equalizer or the Escape Plan, they will be under the effects of it. As you can see, now that I have 28 health, I can actually move pretty fast. Meanwhile, here's a comparison. Here's my speed with the buff banner. Here's my speed with the Escape Plan. You can see how it would be easier to escape from a bad situation like this. So that about covers it for my quickie summary of the soldier. I'm sorry. And, if you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments. I'll be sure to get to them as soon as I can. I'm doing a lot of gameplay videos. Lately, I'm focusing on Team Fortress 2, but, it could be about anything. From Nintendo to Half-Life to Left 4 Dead, it could be anything. So, if you like what you see, be sure to click the subscribe up there. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later.